morning. So this time I'm gonna be home and I'm gonna be looking to live trade today. And I haven't live traded in a while, but yeah, it's fine. Um, I have to quickly make an analysis. I basically didn't have an analysis, even though it looks pretty like a simple day. It doesn't look overly complicated. US3 with all-time highs. I'm really down for these buys, honestly. Even in London, it looks like some good buys. DAX, I do want to see lower prices, so we're gonna have to watch pretty much like multiple pairs at a time. So we're gonna see. Nasdaq is just kind of overextended. It needs to print a lot for me to be taking any trades. But yeah, I do like US30 seeing a better. Yeah, we can also flip to the low, so both scenarios are kind of valid. Yeah, UK looks kind of weird. I still like DAX shorts, but we need to see something better. Like, it's just a huge retrace leg, and I do want to see something better. I really like the sell side at the bottom of the range. We rated that, so it's a decent. Yeah, I would position souls more and more likely because I feel like this range looks pretty strong, and I don't really want to position against it really. So I think I'm still looking at these low-term shorts. We did kind of reach resistance, but I'm still looking at shorts rather than buys. Even though buys are not, I wouldn't say they're fully bad here. Of the sell side raid, I do want to still let London open volatility settle. Even with this looking like a decent inversion, I kind of don't want to like trade straight out of the bat. Here we just have like a very huge R, very huge stop loss. It's not bad, honestly. It's not a bad trade at all. I wouldn't say so. I think we're likely to be bullish. I might be taking this. We have good inversion, but it's just this big ass gap that really fucks me here. That, yeah, I just don't like that gap. It's a bit voided. It's like zero protection. Honestly, here, like, I need to see something else generate. Like, if we go, fine, but it just looks like a voided leg. Same as DAX. We just wanna, most of the times we wanna let London open volatility just settle, right? Because yeah, it's just many times it's just manipulation, and it's just like a pointless, yeah, like a pointless manipulation. And I don't want to jump in too fast. We will have plenty of opportunities today to get involved in, so we don't need to hurry in a sense. I want to think about UK buys. I wouldn't be against it. We have like pretty good structure to be bullish, and now we do have like this wick and overall like this sell side that I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach, but it's just a bit of resistance here that I do not necessarily like. Maybe with extra confluence, for example, now this looks like a pretty balanced move. Like, if we start retracing and then get a re-entry, I would consider it. It looks like a decent draw. Yeah, DAX looks like it's flipping bearish. Do we have a safe stop? That's the number one thing I'm asking myself when I'm about to take a trade, because I do like being bearish here, and I do like targeting these equal lows, but I don't really have that much of a safe stop. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. Buy sell liquidity, whatever, yeah, it looks good, but I do want to see some sort of, our safe stop pretty much mostly is here. This gap doesn't look as clear to be taking these shorts, but I wouldn't be against it, honestly. It doesn't look like a bad short. I might take this this DAX one, but it kind of got wicked. I don't know about this trend line though, but I would be consider this trade. I would at least consider trading here. I do still want to see London open volatility just settle, and yeah, I would wait, honestly. Still, same as UK. Same as yesterday. I really don't trust that we're not. It looks like voided, so I need to see more structure. We need to be patient today. Today I'm really focusing on the process and really focusing on taking good trades. Yesterday I kind of slipped a bit, but it's okay. So I'm still open for these shorts, but we lack displacement right now, and I really think we're very sensitive. We're very likely to come back higher and sweep these, right? Yeah, after we sweep, I would still be down. Yeah, and this looks like a decent pivot, but again, it's just such a shit break out of London that I definitely do want to be just patient on taking my short. Same with US 30 buys. I do want to see some sort of sweep, or just see more structure to the point where it makes me confident in trying to, yeah, trying to do this. I mean, we can get a decently sized stop, honestly. But yeah, I just want to see that trend line liquidity swept here. We have too much trend line pre London. If we sweep it, maybe like slowly intent higher, and then we start re-breaking, then I would take it. But like this, I just don't trust that we're not gonna. I would actually on US 30 I would actually rather position short just because of how the range looks. I think it's more likely we actually just melt through this, right? The only thing is this buy side liquidity above here, but even this is not, I wouldn't consider it bad because it's already, like, it already previously took this. Like, if we see a bearish displacement, I'd much rather position it towards short because this just looks weak. It's just unlikely for this gap to get held, right? It just is very unlikely. It's a voided gap, so that's why I was hesitant on taking my buys first, because it's just a weak gap. It's voided, so it's more likely for price to just print through it, and I wouldn't be so against trying to yeah. Here I would still probably, even though this displacement higher actually looks pretty good, we did have like pretty good sell side rate. I wouldn't be against this idea, honestly, just to retake the high. Pretty good mitigation, but I would still probably still position towards the short. I would still position towards the short because yeah, I still think it's the good side of the market. But this person does look good here to potentially trade off higher off. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna retrace anyway. It's kind of unlikely. I would be cautious, but if we see like a good respection or some extra confluence out of here, we can trade higher. But now we just swept that trend line, so it's risky on both sides. It's risky to kind of try and adapt and change bias so fast. You know what I mean? Because we can just come back inverse and then we can short properly. So I really need to be, because kind of lower time frame does dictate bias here. I wouldn't be against neither side, but I really want to see how London opens. I wouldn't be against us buying. It's not that hard to buy, but it's just I don't want to really position against momentum here. That's just pretty much it, right? We can be taken. It's not, honestly, it's not a bad buy, but it's not optimal. So I would much rather just prefer just sitting on the bench. If we do a limit, we gotta have like 1 hour. Yeah, like 1 hour. I mean, it's probably just gonna fly. Yeah, lower time frame, you look like a good buy, especially how we rejected soldiers, but I'm still gonna wait. I still like soldiers more. I'm gonna place an alert on UK here below the low, on US 30. Ooh, so we have this buy side liquidity intact. Now it would be really, really nice to see a retracement on UK. Now I would be really, really down on trying to take these buys. Yeah, that just flew. Maybe we could have marketed, but again, it's still kind of risky because of the trendline liquidity and the fact that we can definitely intent lower. So we're just gonna really heavily use lower time frame to pretty much dictate our trades. Nasdaq is just overextended, so we're very, very likely not gonna try and do anything. I still don't trust this this US 30 long just because of this void, so I need to see something, you know what I mean? It does depend. It's not necessarily like it doesn't have room to print higher, but it's just that I would much rather still position short. I still think shorts are a bit more likely to happen. We can maybe short term start printing bullish like we are currently, but I still think eventually we might flip this and start reach lower. It's just the side I really want to position in. Now when I'm trading, I'm really not looking at, oh, I must predict everything that's happening and be on every move. I'm looking at, okay, what side of the market do I actually want to take? You know what I mean? It wasn't a bad buy, honestly, this one. But let's see what UK does. I really, really like that. But now we have buy side liquidity, so with seeing a decent retracement and just seeing a gap higher, we can definitely trade higher. Even with this resistance, it's not that dangerous, but we do have like massive amounts of sell side on the lows here. Maybe after suing the sweep, that would be a nice short. So imagine like we come retrace, then we get a bullish entry, we trade towards the highs, and then we get like here, we get like a very bearish entry, and we can target all the sell side at. It's just resting here. Yeah, it can be a good short as well. I would, yeah. This looks pretty healthy in a bullish sense, but I'm still trusting. I still think USD is gonna flip. I do like, as I said, I do like USD shorts. And I do like targeting this low just because this low is very voided. So as soon as we break lower, if we do break like below this inverse, I'm taking shorts here. This is a simple trade. We see, and most of my ideas are just coming from 1 minute. Like now, how I'm trading nowadays, I just don't even look at hourly time frame or this shit. I'm just looking at, okay, what is lower time frame printing? You know what I mean? So we do want to consider UK buys on a straight inversion. I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, we have that. So I wouldn't be against it at all. But we kind of look like we're flipping. We'll see if we inverse or not. Yeah, we're kind of flipping. We kind of is flipping. DAX is going higher, UK is going lower. Weird, okay. I mean, US30 can go. This wasn't such a bad buy, but again, I'm saying my reasons, and this is just not a trade I would take. Just because of that FVG. Unless I see, like, better PA. Honestly, this is a type of trade that I wouldn't even need to wait for all these inversions. If I just see an inversion in a bullish gap, we can trade it. Stop loss is relatively safe. Like if we start inversing this, it's pretty much clear that we're just gonna reverse. So we're gonna see. This is not a bad trade. Stop loss can be somewhere below here. And we can trade towards the high. It's a very simple trade. We don't need massive runners on this. It's decent, but it's still relatively likely that we're just gonna sweep this trend line first before reaching to buy side. But I wouldn't mind buying right now, because if we start breaking higher now, it's very clear that we're gonna reach back into the highs and then come for a trend line. It's a pretty heavy trend line in a sense. Like it's pretty much the whole Asia just consolidating. So I still like my DAX shorts, but we definitely need to be careful at these London Open wicks here. US30, I'm still kind of trusting buys. I still think we're gonna flip bearish. If we don't, that's completely fine, but I just don't want to participate with this here. Maybe optimally we come sweep and then we start trading higher, which would not be a bad idea. But it's a bit of resistance, but it's like weird. Like, what is this, bro? What? This happened yesterday on New York. I didn't even notice that shit. Weird. It's decently sized resistance, but it getting cleared so much. I still think we're likely on reaching higher. We'll see how it behave with this. This is relatively dangerous. Bro, are you serious? Like, bro, Funded Hive is the shittiest profit you've ever seen. Let's me risk $200. Bitch. Baby bitch. Still trusting the shorts. Depends how it behave. Its spread is horrendous on UK. I mean, bro, it's so annoying to be able to risk only this much. Like, come on, Funded Hive. Goddamn, bro. Goddamn, boy. Don't want to see the candle closure, and then we can take the buy. And then we would have like a pretty nice sell-off. Kind of is rejecting it for now. Not a lot of momentum behind it, but if we see a close, I'm pretty confident. I would be slightly scared at this area though. I think it's more likely to flip. What would we target here? And target the range low maybe? Kind of weird because we're in between biases. I am indeed pretty confident that we're gonna re-short as well. DAX looks really good here off the inversion. Have a decent trade here. Stop loss would instantly go above here. And we can target like all the way down here. 1.5 R. Yeah, we can also flip UK, but I would much rather prefer DAX to trade here, so I'm gonna do that. I would honestly just mark it if we see the close below that London Open like consolidation. We have better risk. We can actually risk even more maybe. Yeah, I like DAX here more than UK. But we need to see that closure. The closure is pretty important, this one. So I would wait for that. The special look good, inversion looks good, everything almost looks perfect, but I'm still waiting on this closure. If we see that closure, yeah, we can take easy shorts towards maybe internal, but even this internal I think it's just gonna get reached lower, so we have like a 2-hour trade. Yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good. Yeah, I'm taking this. I don't need to see here, I don't need to see the full closure because just how the wick formed. It's intending me, it's showing me that we're gonna break, and we can just target range low. We make a decent amount on this if it hits. Yeah, so let's see how these shorts played out. Maybe a bit aggressive, but I think this case is really fine aggression. So let me remove the alert so it doesn't break your ears. Yeah, this is a good trade. I don't know if I should be scared of this internal, but yeah. Send this to my friend just in case, because we're both trading DAX, and yeah.
Did you move? I just moved out to the link.
Bows on the background. UK is just in between. Kind of did reject the close, maybe again like slightly impatient entries, but I don't think it's made with without reason, because we really saw that wick there, and it was just showing me that we're gonna do that. So even regarding of that, I still think the entry is fine, even with this relatively impatient entry, whatever you want to call it. The short just looks good. Back to previous daily low, we look like we have momentum. It just looks like a good short. Same with this, but maybe it was an impatient entry. Maybe the fact that I saw that candle close that way, it just doesn't matter in the long term, and thinking about, yeah, close probably still matter, but I still think regardless of us rejecting like temporarily here, we're still gonna be fine. Yeah, and look US 30 shorts here, bro. US 30 is not bad as well. It's not bad at all. I would short back to the low here, but we're already in DAX. So sadly, on fucking funded hive and all this bullshit, I cannot be trading multiple pairs at a time. Let's see what what kind of risk we're gonna get. No, it's just too small. It's not worth it. But it looks like a good short. Kind of rejected it close. Maybe a bit too early. Too early entry. Kind of rejected the closure. Also, US 30 shorts pretty good. I still think it's good. It might be slightly impatient entry, but I don't think it was done without reason, right? I think again I just saw that kind of how it wigged. Yeah, maybe you can completely reject the entry and just punish, but I just don't think it matters considering how we are situated at. It can matter. Like one thing like this can definitely make your trade fail, but in this case I just don't think it matters because how good of a displacement we get. We're kind of anticipating the inversion. It's a bit aggressive and it's a bit riskier, but I don't think it's bad, honestly. I don't think it makes a difference. It can, but I don't think it does. We're gonna see how it does. Yeah, US30 shorts also look good. Sadly, again, I just can't trade more than one per at a time. But these shorts look very, very good to continue lower. I still think maybe it's gonna come back here and then if I get punished for this, fine. I don't really care, honestly. Normally, us seeing that candle, most of the times it leads into the close below the inverse, right? I just think you don't always need to wait for the close. Most of the times it's a good decision, right? Most of the times, but I don't know. It kind of is rejecting, so yeah, maybe it was like I don't care, bro. I trust the trade, but it's this, right? That kind of worries me in a sense, like this closure that we rejected it. But of this equal high sweep here, we should hold lower. Like I'm pretty trusting in bearish bias, but it still matters to price, right? And yeah, we might get punished for this. Yeah, maybe it's too early of an entry. It's fine though, even if it punishes. I don't really care. I know I did, yeah, and the US and the UK flips. Maybe, yeah, like even how the candle formed here, it just doesn't overlap the fact that closure is the most important. So no matter how the candle forms, we're still waiting on that. I thought I was taking an informed decision, but yeah. I still think it's a good trade regardless. But we did reject that, so. If this ends up in a stop loss, it pretty much meant it's just entry. If it ends in a stop loss, I don't think it will, but if it ends, right? I think we're just gonna retrace and now we're gonna start re-breaking, but it does depend. So I'm just gonna go chill a bit. I'm gonna go smoke a ciggy. I think this is a very good trade, and yeah, we should be breaking on this move here. And yeah, very, very void the target. We should be reaching back into previous daily low. We do have this internal here, but as we look like on C-Trader, it's just not there. It just doesn't mean shit. So yeah, we should probably reverse. It looks like a good short. It looks similar to, I think, a UK short I took. Yeah, here I actually had the short, but it's just deleted. It's different in a sense, but like lower time frame PA looks similar. Yeah, that's good. Now it's good. Yeah, it was just a bit of an early entry, whatever you would call it, right? Whatever you want to call it, but early. Yeah, damn. That's good. So, yeah, let me send this because Aaron, you're an idiot, bro. And we're looking at range low. This is a good trade. We made like 2% if this hits, which is good.
Like imbalanced inversion zone. So
yeah, it looks good though. Of course, I do want to see displacement, but I think it's just gonna happen anyways. So Yeah, now we're just once we're in the trade, we're just letting it run. I don't can say I like this, but I don't think it matters in long terms of scheme of things. It should be a really good trade. This is like a bread and butter Asian high sweep. We positioned. Remember how we positioned? We avoided buys because we knew likes are more probable to happen, and we just waited for price to reconfirm the entry. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's see how this ends. Should be a pretty easy trade. Today was the day where I felt like I traded how I was supposed to. Yesterday I wasn't even focused on decision making. Great minds think alike. Me and my friend, we took the same trade. And yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, the trade is good. Just slightly early entry, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, it should be a bread and butter. We do have this area of like maybe potential relevance, but as I said, it just doesn't matter. Many times things don't matter. We should see a break even at inspection. We did kind of like lack movement out of inversion, but yeah, one slight resistance here. But does it generally matter? This is very lower time frame resistance. I didn't even notice it. Not really. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we're just gonna let it run. Now it's just pointless to really watch, right? We had the US 30 shorts as well as a potential trade. UK 100 shorts. I did want to take these shorts, but it's just yeah. Look at these, bro. Sad, bro. I really need to buy a funded account where I can be trading multiple pairs at once, bro, and multiple trades at once, bro. Funded Hive is so shit, bro. Cause this is just like preventing me from making more money. You know what I mean? Like this shit is generally just preventing me from making more money because I would have 100% taken both of these trades because they just look good, bruh. It's annoying, but it's fine. And risk parameters and shit like that, and bruh. But yeah, the US 30 short looking very, very juicy. Where is it? Yeah. US 30 short was beautiful, but yeah, I can't take on full margin every trade. On a 1% trade on full margin, and I don't have margin left to be trading US 30. This is the worst prop firm I ever traded with. At least one good thing is it has good spreads. Other than that, don't fucking trade with this bullshit, boy. stalling, but yeah, no problems. I'm still trusting. There is potential of just fully reversing of this London low, but I don't think so. We're slowly gonna displace. Kind of lack of momentum, but I don't care. I just know this is a good trade. So even if this loses, it's just a valid loss. And we see that UK as well as melting. I think DAX will follow pretty soon. US30 short played out until recent low here. We could have maybe even had full TP on this low, but yeah, I just can't trade more than one pair at a time. UK might be more bearish, but it's very risky to short into that trend line. Like for DAX, it's way better to be shorting. A bit of resistance here. Maybe that's why we're kind of struggling a bit. But once we're gonna break, we're gonna pretty much break hard. But yeah, we're just letting it run. It's a decent trade. We make like 2%, 2.5. Yeah, and if this hits, I just need one trade to pass phase 2, and that's it. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, B? It should be fine, but again, slight resistance because of this and London low. So it can also like fully reverse, but I'm just confident it's a good trade. Even if it loses, it doesn't matter. So that's what I care about. How are you, brother? When execution is done, chill, don't do shit. Can you remember me? I think so, bro. I'm not entirely sure, I'm gonna be honest. I do know, I think I've seen you on my streams, but I don't fully remember. I'm sorry, I just don't. Usually I remember people, but maybe we didn't interact that much. But your name is familiar though. That's one thing I'm not gonna cap about. So I know I've seen you before. Oh yeah, now I know. Honestly, I did have something in the back of my head telling me Russian. Yeah, now I do remember you. I know who you are. I've seen you in Discord and shit. Oh damn. No, I'm so scared. I'm gonna close this trade and I'm gonna close because I'm scared, and I'm just gonna this is gonna close early because I'm scared. Unless other than this, there's no real reason to be resistant, but I don't think this is enough reason to just skip the trade, honestly. We might get a re-sweep here. Trade would have still been valid, entry looks good. Bearish bias, pretty much low resistant liquidity, but maybe price just doesn't give a shit. You know? We'll see. This is definitely a good trade, so regardless of what the outcome is. I still think we might be struggling a bit, as I said, because of this, but it doesn't invalidate the trade. It just means we're gonna let's install more. Normally I would have liked to see an intent before below London lows. This is London open low, so sometimes we can indeed take them as a reversal point and completely reverse. But now let's see if it reclaims down. Now this area becomes pretty pivotal for the direction of the trade. Like this area overall, like the bearish gap and the bullish gap. It kind of looks bullish, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Like displacement, took London low as draw maybe. We going see. UK did play nicer on shorts. I'm curious what the US30 trade will do. It kind of looks like it's gonna reverse out this, but it don't matter. Trust. Even while seeing this shit, boy, you gotta trust your trade, bro. I've closed so many trades seeing some shit like this and then getting scared and closing, and then price still fulfills like my TP. In this case, honestly, it just doesn't look like it's gonna fulfill TP, but never trust fully what something looks like. You know what I mean? Just trust what you did before and trust your bearish intent and trust what you did. It might just be a sweep caused by pretty much resisting this small consolidation here. And it's like this, like this 1 minute AVG. I wouldn't skip it just because of that, but yeah. I can see why we're reacting. That's one thing I can tell by this. We're gonna let it run. I'm just gonna smoke it. And yeah, I'm gonna mute for a second. Then maybe we're gonna play some games, see what this trade does, honestly. And yeah, maybe we have a Nasdaq trade. I don't know. It's kind of overextended now. It is. So we're probably gonna have this DAX trade for London session. We're gonna see if we have another one, but this would be enough. And then if this hits, we need one more trade. We need a 1 hour. But yeah, it doesn't look as promising. But I learned this, bro. I just learned this so much with time. Is never trust what a trade looks while you're in it. In a sense, never trust how it looks. Never trust if it looks scary or it looks like it's bad or looks like it's gonna be finished. Because so many times, at least recently, I've seen scary, in a sense, reactions higher, and then I would be fearful. Oh my god, it's gonna lose. It's gonna lose. And then that very good opposing entry to our trade, like this one, for example, would just get completely fucking destroyed. So one thing is to definitely trust, regardless of what PA is doing right now. Oh my god, I'm that scared. Let me close. Legitimately, the reason why I was break even for like 1 year was because I was doing shit like this and close like right here, and then I would close and then price hits full TP, like damn, or be a lot in profit, see a reaction. Oh my god, it's reversing. Let me close, and then it would just still hit TP. So now I just don't touch my trades. That's how I solved that. You just don't touch my trades. Have strict mechanical trade management system, and that's it. Like this trade is no touching. It's either stop loss or TP. I'm not even going to go break even on this trade. It's I only go break even if I have runners. For example, I would want to leave price run towards this. I would take parcels on this, go break even, and then leave runner. So the only way to solve that is by developing a mechanical system. I don't like that we resisted the low here, but it is what it is. We might get a deep pullback into this inversion and then hold lower, or we might just take this high and start reversing. We're gonna see. Sometimes it's not as good to keep watch every single candle of the trade, but I will not do that. At some point after I'm gonna smoke, I'm just gonna put it on the second monitor and just play. That's another thing that helps with this PA, because the more you're gonna watch a trade, the more invested you're gonna be in the trade, emotionally invested, and the more you're gonna, in a sense, want it to just go to TP, or the more scared you're gonna get, right? That the fact that price is in drawdown. The more you're gonna watch a trade, the more emotions are just gonna rise. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be back in just a few minutes. Maybe I'm gonna play some music. If it loses, it loses. I know it's good execution. If there's something to improve, of course I'll improve. Like that's one thing that really gives me a lot of comfort mentally, is when I feel like the being scared of losses, I always tell myself, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna improve, and that's it. Like, I lose, I improve. If there's something to improve, right? I lose, I improve. That's it. That gives so much comfort mentally, and that kind of stopped my fear of being scared, really. Now I do, of course, want to see initiation. If we initiate hard after taking this high here and start reversing or inversing both of these gaps here, yeah, then we can really see where to land. If we start reacting higher and being bullish from here, it's not a good sign, but it still doesn't matter. It's just something that I want to see, you know what I mean? So yeah, give me 1 sec, bro. Honestly, how much did you earn, bro? Bare butt cheeks, zeros. Honestly, zeros, yeah. Oh, my webcam's lagging. Zero money, bro. Only personal. I made money on the personal, but don't imagine like it's something significant. I recently just passed my first funded account, lost it. Just, I don't know what happened, why I lost it. I didn't like think about money or some shit like that. I think I was burned out, generally. Just lost it, and now this is like 100k phase 2. So only now I'm kind of starting to really touch profitability, but yeah. This account I had pretty crazy results on this 100k, but yeah, I'm pretty close there. I didn't earn shit, but I'm right there. Just prefer being honest rather than trying to lie that, oh my god, I made so much money. No, I didn't. I just didn't. I made it on personal, and other than that, most of my years of trading were just spent phase 1, phase 2. I didn't lose accounts fast, but I always risked like 1% or just good risk, and I never really got consistent profitability to push me over phase 2. I never was that consistent, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm right there, honestly. 2 years ago I only lost it. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just trading. You can expect it. It just is. Honestly, I could have turned profitable faster, but I just kept changing my system till I found out what I liked. But it's just trading, bro. This is what it takes, honestly. And to be honest, I used to be so embarrassed of this, but now I'm just not, because I just know how good I've became and always improved. Even though like money, you end up making money very, very late in your journey. You know what I mean? You end up making money very, very late. You only get rewarded after putting thousands of hours of work in. So money shouldn't be a thing that validates your effort, in a sense. Like, you, even now, even it through only losses, even through all that shit, you improved and you got better, and every time you got closer to profitability is just something that is very, very hard to do and takes a lot of time to reach, in a sense. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a small break and we're gonna talk more. Just wait 5 minutes if you, yeah, if you still want to be here, bro. No matter what PA does here, I'm just gonna still trust my trade, bro, regardless. If it fails, I just know it's a good trade. That's the only thing that matters, and I know I did the right choice, right? I just know I did the right choice, so it really doesn't matter for me how the trade turns out. And this is one thing it took me so fucking long. Maybe you're in the state as well, where you kind of still get affected, right, by losses, right? And you haven't yet fully rewired your brain to like stay focused on the process. It honestly, it just takes so much time, but now I can say that I genuinely reached it, right? Because I just don't care. I care if the trade was good or not, and if I lose, I improve, and that's it. If there's something to improve, of course. Like, yeah, it took me so fucking long to reach this point of genuinely being detached from outcomes. It's so easy, people just say, oh, just be detached from outcomes. Like, it's so simple. Like, you can just install that thought into your brain and then you're just gonna be touched. Now it just takes so much fucking repetition, honestly. It just takes so much repetition. It takes thousands of trades. Now, yeah, maybe in the thousand, but at least hundreds, honestly. At least hundreds of trades until you reach this point of generally being detached. How I am right now, I know it's a good trade, so Does it matter if it loses? No, it's just distribution. Sometimes it's just distribution, sometimes it's a mistake I made, right? And yeah, now my mistakes are very small, right? I've reached a point where I can say like my execution is pretty fucking good. Like I have consistent habits, I have consistent execution. I'm not leaking so much anymore. I'm still having days where I slip, and yeah, I still had, like yesterday I had a day where I slipped, but now like my slips or the days I don't know, I kind of collapse in a sense, they don't damage much. They most of the times, at least now, right, they're making me break even for the day. Like it's of course improving across time. Like yesterday I finished up that break even through forcing like 3-4 trades. I just found myself in good trades because yeah, consistent enough to not do so much damage on the account. Previously I used to be like full losses, and you know what I mean, it used to be full losses. Now it's not really. Like my losing day is usually a break even or like a very small minus, like minus 1% or some shit. And when I execute well, I very rarely finish negative on the day. See the US30 shorts, maybe we get a re-entry. If this gets topped out, maybe we get a re-entry, but I still think it's a good short. I still don't see reason. Yeah, I think we did have like a 50-minute gap, but it just, yeah, and kind of wicked it. But for me, it's still low resistant PA. It's still low resistant PA. This void is still not yet fully filled, so I still want to look at shorts, and we reacted very well with this gap. Usually I like to trade against gaps and look at higher prices, but the thing is, like, this range looks very healthy. We came off buy sell liquidity rate, so I want to position with shorts. I just want to, the range looks strong as fuck. So yeah, the only thing that can really hold our trade now is just gonna be the stop inversion, but it just doesn't look like it cares, honestly. It does depend, but I'm saying what it looks like. It just rejected too strong of this low or this inversion. Maybe I could have spotted it differently and just look at this and say, okay, I'm only looking at shorts after this gets closed below, but I still think it's a good trade regardless. We opened really well for London. We opened really well. Initially saw this, wanted to short here. I just know, okay, it's London open. Let's wait. Let's wait for volatility to settle. Let's wait for the manipulation to settle, and we just come back, manipulate, inverse, and start V-breaking below the last point of inversion, really showing us that at least we're gonna take this low. This is usually a sign I look to keep targeting more and towards the low, right? But in this case, we just took London low, and now just completely reacting. So I don't know. I'm still liking this trade. It's a 1% loss if it loses, but that's fine. Of course, I would want to see it hit TP, but, and I'm still trusting it. Even right here, I'm still trusting it. That's one thing that changed. Yeah, even though it looks like a loss, I'm still trusting my trade, even when it's deep in drawdown. Like I don't really doubt my trades anymore. These are just the changes I've seen across years. But yeah, it took a lot of fucking work, bro, to reach this point. Honestly, it took so much work that people don't understand, and people don't talk about how much work it actually takes to kind of like reach the psychology of a profitable trader. It takes so much fucking work, bro. So many hours until you reach the point where you generally don't care about results, where you generally have a good psychology, a stable psychology. You don't spiral anymore. You still spiral, but it just happens way less often, and it lasts very short. Like earlier on in my journey, I would spiral for weeks, or I would drift. Yeah, I would drift from my system and spiral for weeks, and just have bad execution and not recover back to how I should be executing. Right now, drifts last 1 to 2 days, maybe sometimes even one session. So before they used to last for weeks, I would just trade extremely bad and just keep losing because I was trading extremely bad. Now that period, then I would lock in, and then I would have good execution, then I would drift again. It would just be this loop. But now it's, I slip, okay, for 1 day, and then I am able to tell that I actually slipped, and then I'm just back on proper execution within 1 day or one session. Yeah, it doesn't look promising at all. No, stop. No, my ears. Wait. The only thing I would do is optimally give it a bit more room, just because of one thing: the fact that I know we can react off this high. Still think, even right now, I still think we're gonna hold this idea, bro. I'm not doubting it 1 second. I'm not doubting this trade 1 second. Even now, bro, like that's what changed, bro. I used to be so fucking scared of this shit. Oh my god, it's so bad. And then start doubting, and then oh my god, am I a bad trader because Price did this shit, bro? I just know it's a good trade. Like regardless of what Price does, you know, it's that like ultimate confidence, I would say, in your setup. Earlier on, first year, second year, I would just doubt, oh my god, what am I doing? I would start panicking. Oh my god, did I lose my edge? It's so funny looking back at it now, but yeah. Oh my god, did I lose my edge? My edge is over. I don't know how to trade anymore, and that would just make it so much more worse. Rather than just looking, okay, did I generally do anything wrong? No. Okay, so then it's a normal L. Like, it doesn't matter. I didn't lose my edge. It's just a normal L. Or even if I did something wrong, I would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna improve, and then look back for the next one. I don't know how to say, bro. I wouldn't doubt so much that, I don't know, I'm profitable in a sense, or I'm doing the right thing. Now I've just seen it so many times that it's just that confidence, bro, that you only build by repetition. Honestly, only by repetition you build this shit, where you reach a point where you just don't doubt it. Like, I've seen profitability so many times, bro. It's just with my risk management and with funded structure, I never really reached live. I never was profitable long enough to reach live. I was profitable long enough to pass phase 1 from -8% drawdowns, or pass 2 phases, or reach phase 2, but never truly reach live. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, see, now we're reacting. Yeah, this is gonna be a very good lesson to show that you should trust your trade, bro. I did make my stop loss bigger, but I just want to give it more room. Honestly, this is usually my stop loss point, but yeah, it got really fucking close, because I know with this retrace, it's kind of likely we get a deep pullback and still hold. If we break from here and start like breaking, I would still keep it there, pretty much. Yeah, let's see off this inversion here. If we start holding, let's see this candle. But overall, I'm still trusting my trade. It's like a head and shoulder in a sense, and this is a pretty strong high. Consider we formed it on like a rebalance. This has very high potential to be a lower high just because of the structure. This is how strong points in structure look like a lower high. So we're gonna see what it does. For now, we're getting decent. I very much like this, because it's retesting this mini AVG and this breaker, and it's just a very aggressive closure. But we need to see intent, and we need to see the inversion to like be really confident that we're gonna do fine on this trade. I would say below here. If we start initiating below here, then I can be really confident that we're gonna reach over on this place. But we're gonna see. It's fun, bro. Like, you stop caring so much, right? And yeah, one thing that I did to reach this point of not caring so much is stop watching charts while I'm in a fucking trade. You know what I mean? Because it just makes you more emotional. Now I'm kind of fine because I just don't care, right? But before, it really used to reach a point of that. And watching charts was always making me more emotional. And it does even now. Even now I have moments where I stop myself from watching charts while I'm in a trade, because I just feel myself getting too emotional and kind of be overly involved in a trade that would just be can't fucking, with my eyes on the chart non-stop, and can't fucking look at something else. That's when you know like you're really attached to a trade, when you can't stop watching it. When you try and go to sleep and you can't sleep because you're in a trade, that's you being too attached to the trade. That's a huge sign. This is a lot of, honestly, this is a lot of like truth into what trading really is, and that's what I want to do. like really spit some truth, bro. Like it's such a deluded illusion of what profitability is nowadays. People think it's this easy lifestyle that you just sit and execute in Bali or in a beach or some shit. You don't have to put in work. You can just be a lazy piece of shit and all that thing and just make money. Yes, bro, like you can reach that point after 4 or 5 years in and fucking 10k hours in this shit, right? 10k hours, that's when you reach that point, right? When you have so many hours, you've generally been grinding for so long. You guys probably have a lot of hours as well, but I think I have at least 5k hours in trading before I even passed a fucking live account and get a payout. 5k hours, bro. It's it's a lot. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of screen time, and recently you have to put, right? You're in trading, you're only gonna see profitability once you put, let's say, at least 2-3k hours into this shit. Like there's a lot of work you gotta do, bro. Especially trading intuitively like I am. It's the only way you're ever gonna reach this point is like extremely hard work. Josh G, I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna react to him soon, bro. Let's see. Do you guys enjoy the stream? I wonder if for you guys it's kind of like entertaining what I'm generally talking about. Like I'm talking about these things. Is it entertaining for you to watch this? John G. What, bro? I don't know. Oh, Josh, my bad. Fuck. Oh, I know him, yeah. I mean, it's interesting, bro. It's interesting. I can't trade something like this mentally for me, but it's definitely an interesting strategy. It's probably, I mean, it's 100% very low win rate, or at least lower win rate, because of the R and the entries and the extremely tight stop losses. But yeah, this is not good, honestly. It keeps kind of retesting this break-even point and kind of waking, but I don't really care, bro. I'm still trusting my trade, and this is gonna be a very good display of trust, especially if the trade wins. You see me right through drawdown. You saw how my mentality was, where it was stuck, what I was thinking, right? It's important what you think as well while you're in a trade, if you really want to watch your trade. The best idea early on, not watch it. Honestly. Yeah, it's interesting, bro. Some people trade that way. I don't hate at all on that. It's a good way to be profitable. Yeah, it's a good way to be profitable. I personally enjoy more having like between 1 and 2R on every trade and having a higher win rate. For me, I cannot handle so many losses in a row, like how a low win rate system is, how a high R system is, right? A high R is automatically going to be lower win rate, means you're going to have more losses, and I just don't like how it feels. You know what I mean? I don't like how it feels. I don't want to handle it mentally. Like this, I have 60, 70, 80% win rate, and I just like how it feels. I'm gonna show you some results of my recent trading, which it's been pretty good, but it's been bumpy. I'm not gonna say I had really good weeks the past 2 weeks. Yeah, not optimal. Honestly, not optimal. But let's see. This makes me scared. This makes me ooh. Now I'm starting to get emotional. You know what I mean? Like I can feel myself getting emotional. I'm still gonna let it on the screen for now, but then I'm just gonna start. This is good though. This is a good closure. Like you guys don't have to understand that I'm gonna do some like study sessions. The only reason why I started having these results that now it really feels like profitability is clicking is by studying so fucking much. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how I study, because it's just a light on what it takes to actually be fucking profitable. A lot of work, bro, honestly. more work than most people think, right? I journal, like I journal, for example. I don't only look at my trade, but I also look at what happened before, and I fucking draw with annotations on it. For example, on a normal journaling day, I'm looking at this PA, and I'm looking, okay, what happened midnight open? Oh yeah, we had this, then this, then we built sales side, then we kind of consolidate a bit, and then we tried drawing. You know, I would just break down PA and study a lot that is not necessary, right? It's not necessary for my trading. Is it really necessary to study this? Nah, but honestly, I enjoy it, and it makes me good. It makes me way better when I'm studying these cases. Oh my god, the UK short was so much better than DAX, bro. But honestly, I was scared of this consolidation. It's just not something that, especially here, maybe here, yeah, maybe here it wouldn't be a bad place to get involved. Stop loss above this pivot, and we can look to target these lows. But again, I cannot trade more than one fucking trade with this shit prop firm, bruh. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad trade. Let's see US30. This trade I actually wanted to execute, bro. Like, I actually saw it and I had planned for it, but I couldn't execute. I don't recommend funded hive. Just whatever you do, if you're a scalper, don't buy a funded account with funded hive, because I am full margin on a 1% trade. Full margin. I cannot trade more than one this because I have no margin left. I have very low leverage and margin, and it's just bullshit, bro. Like, full margin on a 1%, I cannot go 1.5% even if I want to on this account. And second of all, I'm missing a lot of potential opportunities because my frequency is pretty high, where I have around 3 trades per session. And this trade happened, I couldn't take it, right? Same as UK. I just couldn't take it. And this really fucking fucks me, because it prevents me from making more money. Not a cleanest trade, but we'll see. I still want to see this. I really want to see this area get displaced through. If we do that, then I can be more confident. Now we're just kind of stalling. Rebalance looks good here, but I do want to see initiation. Still, I want to see initiation. It's gonna be a funny trade, honestly. If it's showing TP is gonna be good illustration to really trust your trade. If it hits stop loss, it's a good illustration on where your mindset should be, right? On while you're in a trade. Yeah, it sucks, right? I started, like, what really changed now, like, these changes happened when before I started really seeing good profitability, is I wouldn't be so frustrated at losing, in a sense. I wouldn't see like, oh my god, account was at 2.5%, now I lost 1%. Oh my god, it sucks. I have so much more room to go for, and I need to work more now. And I just started seeing it as like normal growth in trading. Like, trading growth and account growth and percentage growth on the account cannot just go like this. It needs to have its pullbacks the same price has. It's just how growth is in trading. And when I started seeing it that way, like equity growth or money or whatever you want to call it, I just started really not caring about it so much. Can we initiate the DAX, please? Can we initiate? I'm sorry if I disabled my web, yeah. Can we initiate, Brody? Big ass range. But I do like the top of the range more for staying protected. So I still think this trade is gonna be fine, but maybe FOMC day also has a factor. I don't know. Not good, but guess what? I'm still trusting my trade. Yeah, I'm gonna take a small break. That's a very good wick. The point where I can really stay chill is once we see initiation lower. Because now we're just stalling around break even. Of course, it's uncomfortable. But if we follow through lower soon, we should see probably hard initiation. But it matters to initiate hard around this area. It is a pre resistant, but I don't know if it's so resistant to the point where I would really care about it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to understand. Where I would avoid a trade because of it. No. This is gonna be a really pivotal area. This FVG, look how many times we kind of fucking battle it. Not the cleanest trade, yeah. Not the cleanest social media trade as the UK buy or... Yeah, I sadly deleted my recent results and I cannot show you the trades I've been taking. And this was one of it. This was fucking the cleanest fuck delivery. And I actually had a wider TP. What am I doing? Am I TP there? I actually took this. It was really... Oh no, stop loss was here. My bad. Yeah, like this, like a 2R, around 2R. And yeah, it was just very clean. We just tap entry and just fucking melt. It's a very similar setup. I did actually reference this setup with today's DAX before. It's a bit more resistant on the bottom of the range. Yeah, this is better conditions in terms of delivering because if you just have very voided PA, this is the same setup but in more resistant scenarios. That's why it explains it why price is kind of stalling right now and taking its time to initiate because it's different. Like resistance does affect delivery and how clean the delivery of the trade would be. Bruh, how many times this is why sometimes it sucks to watch PA because it's just so frustrating to watch PA and see it keep like not doing shit and not initiating. But it's all good. Take a small break and yeah, be back. Oh my god, no, the US 30 trade, bro. This would have been so clean, man. Fuck. But yeah, it's all good though. We look like we're getting initiation, but let's see exactly if we initiate. This trade, if it hits TP, is also gonna be a good illustration on what a good TP looks like, right? Kind of this inversion we came for. I did initially have it here, which it didn't reach. It's a bit of room to go, but we're gonna see. I think now it's gonna initiate. Or not. I wonder what Nasdaq did. US 30, I know it melted. Probably not. Nasdaq is bullish. Ooh. It wouldn't be a bad trade, this one. It does look a bit weird, but I would like to target back to this area. Honestly. We don't have, we have, what the fuck, we have a bearish range, I forgot. We have this high taken, which is decent influence. Yeah, and I think long-term New York, we're gonna reach back here. It doesn't look bad, the only problem is it just looks weird. I don't know how to explain. But maybe if we see something like this and then we re-inverse lower, yeah, then it would be a good trade. Like, yeah, pretty much coming back here, even though the mitigation looks good, I still want to see extra confluence. Coming back, building another traceable leg, and then having an inverse or a gap lower as extra confluence to reach back into this, and it would be decent to just look for a retracement. We don't need for more, honestly. Yeah, DAX is finally initiating, bro. It took so long, Jesus Christ. But just let it do. It technically should melt. If we initiate strong and don't do some shit like this, I would see it go lower. If it does some shit like this, it just rechecks the closure and it just doesn't mean much. You still have that bullish FVG. It kind of does look good though. structurally wise. Oh no, I'm so scared of this. I want to close my trade right now at the break even and be done for the day. Hell no. This is a good trade to really test mental endurance, I would call it. Yeah, mental endurance throughout so many minutes when I'm a scalper, right? To 1 hour. Do you still trust your trade? That's the question. We're 1.5 on the phase 2. Yesterday I was at 3%, so at 3%. So as I was saying, I did have like some slips. I was at 3.5. I was one trade away yesterday, but it's okay, right? I just understand. It's just chop, honestly. We're just stuck in a huge fucking range. Maybe also the slow comes in place, but we had so much better opportunities of delivery, bro. But the US30 was definitely the cleanest opportunity. I really need to buy a 10k account just to be able to trade like this. Buy 1 or 2 Alpha Capital accounts and to be able to trade my natural frequency. It just doesn't feel good to be stuck in a trade like this, right? Like the account really limits me. But yeah, even through this, I'm still trusting. I don't think we're gonna come sweep. The moves look weird though. That's why you would start to maybe like doubt this trade. Is because we are so sharp in a sense on both directions, right? On the bullish ones as well. Like it's pretty sharp. It's consistent low rates, but yeah. In these times where the trader you're in does shit like this, it's just best to not fucking watch. Just not watch. What is the point? You know what I mean? Like, just don't watch it, bruh. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe one day per week I can live trade, because Wednesday is usually my day off from the job, and I can trade and I can do like longer streams, and I think maybe other than that weekly I can do journals, and that would not put pressure on my trading as well, so it would be like a good balance. One live trading session per week would be a good balance, to the point where it would not put pressure on you to perform or anything, because I have live traded pretty much every day and it would just turn out into pressure. It's oh my god, the brother, what a good fucking roll, bro. Like the gods of Aram are on our side. Is the music too loud? Huh? Maybe. It's weird, yeah. At this point, I just want to stop watching a trade. It's just best because it's so pointless, and it's just gonna make you more and more frustrated the more you're gonna watch it, because it just stagnates and does nothing. So why would you sit and build frustration, right, if it makes you more frustrated? Like, this is the point where I keep wanting to check charts to see what's happening, so I'm just gonna like use willpower to stop this shit. During your hidden emission phase breaker, I mean, I do prefer this though. Extra damage and heals you. Let's see if I get hard steel or some shit. Nah, we're going with this. Even though I don't like quests, I just want a good roll on set. I was a set main, I think I still am. I'm not entirely sure. No, he didn't die, he got healed. And I have 2 little. Oh, why are you doing that, bro? Why are you doing that? I have W in 5 seconds. I can refight this shit. Big. Gimme. Good. Stay there. Oh, no. Bruh. I want the health stacks that give me stacks. I want Heartsteel quest, and I want Um, Dropkick. Yeah, I didn't really get a lot of rolls with dropkick on set. Bro, why you steal my kill, boy? Oops. I have barely any damage right now, but yeah. I do want to open. Give me one sec. Maybe my stream just in case. Yeah, bro. I'm going to a job, bro. I actually work in construction. It's not great, but it's decent. Cause I work with my dad, and it's actually pretty chill. It's not so bad, honestly. Price getting to profit? Yeah, let's check maybe. Oh, damn. So now if we hold this, we're chilling. But again, I'm not watching. I don't need to watch the trade. It's just, this was a very good trade to illustrate trust in your trades. And good stop loss placement as well. And mindset. So I'm gonna try and do these once per week. And then I can do like journal sessions I can do more often. No! Oh my fucking god, I forgot about that shit, bro. I forgot about it. Oh, it looks good, boy. It looks good, boy. It looks good. But we want to see closure below this. We want to see closuring. Yeah, if this hits, it would be nice for it to hit. Honestly, it would be putting me at one trade away from phase 2. And we can get that in market open easily. We can get like a 1 hour. Easily on NASDAQ. Gimme, boy. But it still is very resistant PE. So we're gonna see. No, fuck. Hard steel proc. I'm still gonna minimize it because it's gonna still make me emotional. So now it's a really good use case on showing you guys how video games can be useful, right? How video games can be useful while you're trading. When you feel yourself get emotional or just early on, video games can help you stay detached, right? And stop watching the chart. I have 2 monitors, not even on my second monitor. I have my trading view open because it just makes me emotional. And now I can just pass time by playing video games. Video games are not so bad as people make it think. Like in trading, it can actually help you pass time. If you're in a trade, if it takes long, just, yeah, it just helps. And helps you stay detached. Boy, die, boy. Die, boy. Give me horse steel. Oh, that was such a bad lead. That was so bad, bro. Oh, you're getting greedy, boy. Oh, never mind. Ooh, these are both good. But I would want this just for like raw health, or I can get this for stacks. I mean, I have E and Q and E and I mobilize. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm probably gonna go with this and just go Bramble Vest early because I feel like I need damage in this game. No, please don't. Don't stun me, bro, please. Please don't. CD, CD, CD. 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm chilling. Oh, big. Oh my god, that was crazy, bro. That was a crazy old throw. You're dead, boy. Seth is the ultimate Giga Chat champion, bro. It's the biggest Giga Chat. You guys play League? And if you don't, do you understand what is happening? Or it's just confusing? Oh no, Renata, please don't. Oh. Sometimes I overestimate my range. Oh, you're dead, boy. How is he not dead? I want to kill him so bad. I think I'm dead as well. Oh, I'm not. I need CDs, bro. Oh. Seth is so useless sometimes because he has such long CDs and it takes so much time to be able to fight again. Taking this. No, what the fuck, bro? You're just tanking, bro. Oops, that was bad. Bro, stun her, bro, stun her. I deal so little damage, bro, with W. What is that? I really need Brambo. Ooh. Good, 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 good. Good roll. I just need drop kick, the last one. Ooh. Ooh, boy, this shit look good, boy. Now it looks very good. We're finally looking like initiating, bro. It's so nice to look at it at your trade. Not look at your trade for a while and then when open chart you're like this. Yeah, good call. Initially stop loss was here. I just stretched it when price. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Maybe we'll react here, but I'm still trusting my trade in the long term those schemes. I have no reason to doubt it, honestly. Cause no reason to doubt when I was here. The same thing applies now. Like I just don't do anything based on what I see. Like my trade management is simple. I just don't touch it. I don't use interpretation at all in trade management. Oh, 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 boom. Kill these bitches, man. Kill this bitch ass boy. They're gonna go here. Oh, they're not gonna go. I can't do shit anyway. Fuck. Yeah, this shit dumping, boy. Oh, yes, sir. Trust pays off. And good stop loss displacement. In break even, like in my break even phase 1 year ago, I would have 100% closed this trade. 100% closed just because of being scared. That's why like not touching your trade is very good, and I don't trust myself. I don't trust my decision making while I'm in a trade, because inevitably I'm gonna be emotional, right? Every human does. Even profitable traders are gonna feel um oh, that was kind of clean, emotional while being in a trade. So I just don't wanna do anything while I'm being emotional, right? It makes sense in terms of human nature. Up, we're almost there. We stagnated for whole London almost, and now like PM session we're initiating. It's interesting. I think it's low resistance. It should have no problem to go to the low, but you never know with trading. Let's get Warmongs. Should I get... What the fuck? They have two supports. And bro, I kinda need... We need anti-heal here, but... I'll grow Tabbies probably. And I need Thormel? Yeah. I need Thormel, bro. I should probably wait like 30 gold. Let's do some sit-ups. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Mine. Yeah, see. It can also react here. It can fully reverse off here. That's what we always have to understand. But on this trade, I'm trusting that we're going to reach lower. Even in trading view looks good, but it's just very, very voided. So, it wouldn't make... Oh, no, no. I right-clicked in between their towers. Bro, I still want to get my third augment, bro. Let me do that shit. No, please don't hit me, please. What the fuck was that, bro? Oh, heavy hitter. This is good as fuck. Now what? We should go Titanic or Sundered Sky, but I would rather go Titanic. It's good with heavy hitter. You know. We can also reverse, but I just wouldn't see this as a main take profit area. I don't see any reason why I would take full month profits here. Maybe I'm gonna see when I journal. You never know, right? Maybe it's a wrong decision and we just don't reach into that low, but it just makes fucking sense. We're just in downtrend. We can also flip and start being bullish, but I'm still trusting regardless. I've made a decision. I'm like sticking with it. I'm not doubting it. And if I made the wrong decision, then it is what it is, right? Let's go end this shit. Imagine I hit that. I can't move, I'm so slowed. I would wait for my ult, but he has passive. I really don't want to fight him. Oh, no, I want... Never mind, I don't. I wanted to ult more back, bro. Fucking one shot. No, I'm so scared. It's a lot of like like very sharp retraces. Really, on this trade. It's very, very strong retraces on the trade. That's just what it was. And it can make you doubt your trade a lot. You're dead, bye-bye. You're not fully dead, but you're dead soon. Oh. course, pussy. Yeah, we should see if we reinverse back lower, that should be TP. So just to illustrate, we would do this. Oh, that was kind of like a bad double. Oh, if that shit touched you, boy, you would have been so dead, bro. Sharp, very sharp retraces. Initially on TradingView it does look like that, so maybe I should have considered partials, but it's bad R, or maybe I should have considered full TP. Right, but I still think we should see lower PA. So yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let's see the other pairs. UK did kind of melt, but again it stopped into this. US30 was the cleanest, bro. I'm so sad I couldn't take this shit. And Nasdaq as well. Oh, we just end up melting, okay. But the idea was there. A bit highly resistant PE, but yeah, we're gonna see. Not this one. I mean, the range had to get mitigated, but it just looks weird, bro. It just looks like weird PA. It's momentum on both sides in a sense. It's resistant, but why would it be so resistant? Because we haven't reached this, like, the base. Yeah. Resistant G. To be honest, we also retesting, like, yeah, the 1 minute inverse. We did react of this, but I still think it's pointless to doubt. Yeah, it's pointless to doubt. It just makes me anxious at this, but it should be pretty chill. Maybe we're gonna see a buy side liquidity sweep here. It sucks because the more you're gonna be in a trade, the more emotional you're gonna be. Okay, bro. Like, thank you, and you too, man. Yeah, it just worse. The more you're gonna be in a trade, the more emotional you're gonna be. It's just that simple. But I'm probably gonna take a break and just do something else. It's pretty much almost like 2 hours being in a trade. It took very, very long, this trade. More like an intraday trade, but usually, these moves don't take that much to happen. Like US30, bro. This was a fucking banger. 53 minutes, so more to like 1 hour. And this one took a while. It's whole on the session. It is this new week opening gap, I think, or new day opening gap here, so that might be a reason why we would reverse. Also kind of like the bottom of the resistance, but I still wouldn't oppose just going for the low. And I'm just considering where it should have been like a retrace point or not. My eyes initially went here, but yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna stop watching it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream more, honestly. We're gonna see what happens with this, but I'm not gonna, like, the stream. I don't really want to do stream anymore. It's just gonna keep me stuck to watching the trade, and I don't like that. I want to chill. I'm probably gonna do some work on this, but it's just bogged right now. It would have been crazy to be better. Probably gonna try and fix it, and then we're gonna see. Yeah, it is kind of bullish. It's just so annoying when it takes so long to be in a trade. And now the thing is, I do see equal lows here, so I'm still trusting my draw. The high still looks very, very strong, and we still have the most amount of orders stuck into here. And I'm usually pretty confident in positioning with resistance. The high still looks strong, and it still looks fine. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna see you. I don't know. Maybe New York, yeah. But it should be fine though, this trade. We're gonna see.